Good morning, it's Hein from Top Pigeon. Hein Binneke. Ek is vandag lekker hier saam met Herman van Rensburg. Herman, it's always nice to visit Carnival. Today we're doing the pictures for the auction for 2025 summer. Always top quality. Herman het van die beste duiwe by die One Loves. Ons ken mekaar al jare en ons het al baie goeie veilings gehad. Ongelooflike duiwe wat deur hierdie man se hande al gegaan het en met baie sukses. Met baie sukses, ouens wat duiwe gekoop het, weer teruggestuur het Carnival toe. Ek glo dit. Many oaks bought some top quality birds from Carnival. Yes. And especially sent back to Carnival. Yeah. And doing very well. Yeah. But Herman, we just outside Heidelberg.
Yes.
You've been here for a few years now.
Yeah, I've been here five, 6 years now.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, can't believe it.
Yesterday.
It is. Still feels like
very nice. A different feel. So like on the farm. I think for the pigeons, it must be a great environment.
No, it's a great environment and everything. Easy to get on the N3 to do trainings and all of that. So yeah,
super.
No, it's lucky. We really do enjoy it here.
Herman, let's talk about the last one. 20 years. How many years are you?
Jeez, Ryan. Since 1998. Well, 1997 when I was in Saudi Arabia, then came back. Then 1998, Sun City $1 Million, then Sky Comrades, and then Carnival Loft since then.
So we can say officially your whole life.
Basically, yes. Yeah, since I was about 6 years old, and then One Loft Racing, trainer, manager, and all of that for a good almost 50 years, close to now.
Let's start with the $1 Million. We don't want to talk about the $1 Million, but give me like one or two highlights.
Look, the $1 Million, I think those years it was at Sun City.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest highlight. I think it was the venue
at
just
the premises itself. Yeah, it's different.
It was on the premises, and the lofts were there next to the golf course, and it was you had the $1 Million golf, and then a couple of weeks later you had the $1 Million pigeon race.
And which race would you?
It was just.
What race would you say was one of the best at Sun City?
Look, I mean
that's difficult. I don't know if you can recall
my 2-3 years. Interestingly enough, the one winner was Timo Wagner, Karl-Heinz and Timo Wagner, and the other winner was Dominic Painter and his son.
That was unbelievable.
That was my...
A full Super Bowl and...
Full Super Bowl, I mean we had, for a matter of 10 days, we had about 5,000 pigeon fanciers going through the venue and all of that. There was no space you would walk, and you were not meeting up with pigeon fanciers. It was just amazing. A guy like Derek Nicholson, them that flew second, all dropping their clothes and all of it, and jumping off the first balcony of the rooms into the pools there and all of that.
A lot of fun.
There was a lot of fun, but I think that's something the pigeon sport still miss and will miss forever, is that whole wholesomeness of pigeon fanciers.
All over the world.
Yeah, you could meet up all over the world, and then obviously that's been my privilege to have not only trained but have met.
Well, that's my
legendary
that's my next question. Now with Carnival, obviously with all those clientele, because I mean, if you've trained the pigeons, every year there's like new guys coming in, and surely, but now with these quarantines and
look, the quarantine and the imports and all of that, the permit restrictions and everything I still have numerous friends that would immediately send pigeons if there was any easier way to get them back into South Africa. Because make no mistake, out there in the world, a South African summer race is still one of the toughest races, and that is still where they want to participate. And we would literally get in, and I think that's for all One Lofts in South Africa. I think all of us needs to get pigeons in from overseas or abroad. That would just, because we all know we are getting less and less fanciers, unfortunately.
Zeg het my, Herman, Carnival highlight? As you know,
Carnival highlights.
1 jaar, 2 jaar, wat is
Carnival highlights.
Lekker reise wat jy kan onthou, of
Nou, van die begin die eerste jaar wat John Gomes en Beneke Lofts eerste en tweede was, twee op die drop, dit was die heel eerste seisoen.
Yes.
Daar was die dag wat ons vir Johan Hof van Duitsland roe in die reën geklok het op 'n somerreis. Dit was vir my nogal, ons het almal geweet dat reën kwaai en daai duif het deurgekom in die reën.
Ja.
En 2 jaar later Alfons Klaas sal check in wat
super reis
ook in die reën in deurgekom het. Dan was daar natuurlik 2017 met 2 duwe wat mekaar gejaag het. Ek het hom genoem Once in a Lifetime. Jan Hoymans het hom geherdoop Carnival Wonder.
Ek wil net sê Carnival Wonder.
En dan Dirkie van Midlands Lofts.
Ja.
Het mekaar daai jaar gejaag.
En hy is nou 'n legende, né?
Ja, Dirkie is 'n absolute legende, is nie.
Top.
Dirkie en sy seun Henny wat gevolg het en so aan is, maar hulle doen oralste bittergoed in somerreise, 8 tot 10 ure en so aan. Maar ja, Carnival Wonder, ek praat met Jan Hoymans elke nou en dan en dis 'n duif wat se kinders moes terugkom in sulke omstandighede.
Ja.
En ongelukkig is dit net te moeilik met invoere en so dit is bietjie van 'n probleem.
Ons neem nou die foto's van die somer veiling, is verby. Ek sien hier buite, jy sit klaar duiwe reg vir die winter. Vertel my so 'n bietjie van die winter. How many birds did you get in for the winter series?
Well, the winter series this year for the winter 2025 series, we've got about 850 youngsters in, and it is about restarting old bird challenge again.
Okay.
So there's about 150 old birds just to get it going again.
Okay.
I will book some space on one of the organization trucks and so on, so that we can see if we can liberate them with the organization and so on and get that going, because I feel there's a lot of fanciers that, due to where they stay, they got to drive 60, 80, 150 kilometers to a club.
Okay.
Whereas they would then send a team of youngsters and then keep half of them for the next year, and then they can actually race 8 race young bird series and a 10 or a 12 race old bird series.
Okay,
That's
super.
possibly what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
To give the opportunity to the guys. I've put up another 26 meters of loft.
Well, there's enough loft here.
Look, there's another 35 meters lying there behind that we can put up. So
Super.
So yeah, we've got space for about 400 plus old birds, and I think I've spoken to a couple of fanciers that stay in more new rural areas, and they can't travel the 100 kilometers, 150 kilometers weekly to a club.
Of course.
So now they would, rather than that, enter them here, raise them as the yearlings, and then raise them as 2 and 3 year olds.
And obviously, you are a top trainer, so they know the birds will get the best.
What we'll try and do, we'll make the old bird team will be a tougher series, because what we'll try and do is to race them maybe at 10 or 12 weeks and end at 800 plus kilometers.
Will that be some of the birds that flew in the first year?
Yeah, that was good.
Going to the second
What
year.
I've done is
Open
I've taken the birds that was last year actually once we didn't sell or guys didn't pay or so on, and they sit in here and I thought, you know what, let's start it. Let's do a trial run this year.
Yeah.
We've got a couple, some guys actually bought pigeons on Top Pigeon and send them back here.
Back here, yeah.
To race as the open series.
Yeah.
So so let's do a trial run on that, and let's get it going, and let's see at the end of the day. I spoke to a pigeon fancier, sent me a message this week, and he said to me, "Oh, you do so well," and I said, at heart, I'm still a 9-year-old boy that just loves pigeons.
Of course.
And you know what, if we can assist 10 or 12 or 15 fanciers to still stay in the pigeon sport by helping them so that they can raise young and old birds, why not?
You know what, I had a conversation with some other one-off trainers as well, and I believe that the best of the guys are really going to the one-offs, and you might not win the final, but within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, let's say there was another race within 2 or 3 weeks, we might end with a total different result.
That's it.
And now you've got another bite of the cherry.
That's it.
With birds going to the old bird series. It might be a late breed, flights, whatever the case may be. Because I think there is a percentage of luck on the day.
We saw it. We saw it 6-7 years ago when we had the old bird series.
Yeah.
And we saw it. A pigeon like Barbie from Petrus Harmsen.
Yes.
She was alright as a youngster, but as an old bird, she just flew away for a kid. Yes. And then we had a Gauteng combine winner from Rully Hubert, which in his life where he stays will never stand a chance at 50K's other side verlies to win a Gauteng combine. And I mean, at the loft, that pigeon that day from Middelburg was a Gauteng combine winner. And it just gives, yes, the guys we privileged to be in Gauteng, or if you're privileged to be in the Cape or wherever in the big organizations, that is fine. But you get some of the smaller fanciers out in your rural areas, which can never get that true recognition.
Yeah.
If he's got a great one,
Yeah.
at A1 loft, any one loft,
Yeah.
then he gets more recognition than
100%.
then he actually gets the recognition he deserves.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, there are good pigeons out there that you'll never know about because where the guys stay, and unfortunately he will just not get that opportunity.
Herman, are you guys close? Stop? Kan ons nog duiwe stuur?
Ja, as het,
Is daar nog 'n week of 2? Jy
Ja.
het nou gesê daar's bietjie duiwe op pad met City
ja,
Couriers.
daar's City Couriers doen nou volgende week doen hulle die N12 roete en so aan, so nou is daar manne wat nou nie hierdie week kon gestuur het nie, so ek bly nog oop vir volgende week, en dan is daar nou ouens wat die week daarna weer op die gewone PI roete stuur, so ek sal vir nog 2 weke sal ons nog winterduifies invat, as jy winterduifies het. Maak net seker, hy is nou nie 'n ou klein pa babietjie nie.
Nee, natuurlijk.
Hier sit 900 duiwe en so, en ja, ons sit hulle een kant en alles, maar die aandag is reeds bietjie verdeel na, daar is al reeds 'n klomp duiwe, so maak seker, as jy hom nou stuur, dat hy daarom 40, 45 dae oud is, so as jy 'n kleintjie het en so, en jy wil nog stuur, kan jy hom net kontak
En ook seker maak dat hulle daarom spuit, nee.
Spuit hom, ek sê dis belangrik, spuit hom met 'n paramyxo-enstof, spuit hom, en dan wag jy 8 tot 10 dae om hom te stuur. En dan ons doen die boosters en alles, ek bedoel ons doen al die behandelings en so dis nie 'n probleem nie. Maar ja, vir jouself, en so ook indien jy vir die volgende somerreeks gaan inskryf en so aan, na enige hok toe, doen jouself die guns, spuit jou duif, moet hom nou nie 'n hele behandelingskursus gee nie, dit is nie nodig nie.
Ja.
Spuit hom vir paramyxo, wag hom 8 tot 10 dae, stuur hom op.
Right, kom ons praat so 'n bietjie oor die veiling. Auction next week, Wednesday and Thursday. It's a split auction. It's about 40 pigeons on the Wednesday night and on the Thursday night. Equal winners on the drop.
First pigeon over the pads. First pigeon, the pigeon that loves the lofts the most, that's the winner.
Walked in first.
Other ones walking behind it.
Yeah.
Look, we had 2 pigeons arrive on the day together.
Yeah.
One from Central Bridge, which is any mall.
Okay.
And then one from Ardendorf, from Harry Wilson.
And both well bred.
Super. Pedigrees are frightening.
From the top notch.
Yeah, no, look, if you go, well, if you look at then you got third and fourth, Gustav Umberti, that won the tough winter race.
Always there.
Same, he's always there. Fourth place, Paul Stokes from Hillcrest. He's been top 5 now a couple of years. He did well at Cape Town, he did well here.
Yeah.
And if you go back in his pigeons pedigree, you'll find Darrow from $1 Million again, and so yeah, no, look, if you're going to
take the heat,
if you go through pedigrees, you will find it's going to be those pigeons that's done it before.
Yeah.
This is going to be related to them, and these ones will do it again.
Yeah.
They will then breed the next generation. That is one thing that we have seen. We've seen it over and over and over again.
And how many guys bought some birds from you guys from Carnival and send them back and immediately?
Too many to mention. I mean,
Success.
we've had so much success with that. I think one of the most famous ones is Strainmaker from Aganas.
Okay.
That comes from Carnival. Flew, I think it flew second or third summer race final, and that became a Strainmaker. And then obviously, if you look around the world, even now at Pattaya's auctions and things like that, you see pigeons from Carnival that's done well. Locally, there's a lot of fanciers that says yes, but the summer birds won't do well in our normal conditions, in our winter conditions.
Yeah.
My stock loft is based 99% summer birds.
Yes.
And I can fly my positions every now and again. I would, but yes, you will find them.
Yeah.
That these pigeons, I can guarantee you, a lot of them you'll see in pedigrees within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
They will come up in pedigrees again, like they always have for the last 20 years. They've always come up in pedigrees again.
Herman, baie dankie. 2025 summer auction next week. Maar het was lekker om met jou te gesels, soos altyd. Ons kuier altyd baie lekker. Is lekker om met ou te praat wat hy ken. Herman is nie van laas week hier nie. dis hoekom ek so 'n bietjie gepraat het oor die Million-dollar, so 'n bietjie met Carnival, 'n bietjie ek dink as ons moet sit en ons sal 'n paar aande deurpraat oor highlights en dinge wat gebeur het. En maar sterkte vir jou winterseisoen.
Ja.
Al wat ek wil sê vir die ouens daar buite, please gentlemen, I know you got good birds. We all got good birds. And I know you want to send your best. But believe me, I saw some of the best birds from some of these oaks got lost around the loft. And I would like to recommend buy and spend some money on these auctions, this one loft auctions, especially on Carnival, and send them back to Carnival and test it. I promise you, that's the fastest way for very good results.
That's for sure.
Enjoy the auction. Herman,
Thank you, Hein. Thank you,
Altijd
Top
lekker.
Pigeon, Hein, Stefans. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for everything you do for us as pigeon fanciers and getting the blood out there, and Stefans for all his hard work behind the scenes
He's
as
working
well.
very hard. Stefan Bril.
So lekker. Enjoy it.
Baie
Thank
dankie
you.
Herman. Enjoy.
Daar sê.